gentlemen, are you guys ready for today's meeting?
Yeah, we're ready.
Sure.
So, Assalamualaikum guys. So, are you guys having a good evening today?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for having me here. As we know, today we're gonna have a meeting about my company. So, my company need a funding cost 800,000 for our new project. So, I really need this to happen. So, let's start our day with your presentation.
I will start the meeting and review your company's financial report. First, to consider your requested fund of 80,000 ringgit for your new project, and then overview your company annually performance. And we will give you 3 alternatives and suggest you the best one. The matters that we will discuss in this meeting conclude the 4 ratios of your company's performance, and we will provide you with the short-term financial option. The first presenter is Imran, and he will present about liquidity ratios.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Imran bin Muhammad Hafiz, and I'm going to be presenting the liquidity ratio of Malaysia Holdings. Okay, so for the current ratio for 2021, the current asset is 30,784 over the current liability, which is 8,734, resulting in 3.75 times. For the quick ratio, the current asset is 30,784 minus the inventory, which is 50 over the current liability, which is 8,734, resulting in also 3.75 times. For 2022, the current asset is different from 2021, which is 30,711 over the current liability, which is 6,706, and resulting in 4.88 times. Malaysia is able to meet its short-term obligations in 2022 and has RM 4.88 of current asset to cover every RM1 of current liability. For the quick ratio, the current asset is 30,711 over minus 68 over 6,706, resulting in 4.87 times. Malaysia Holding is also able to meet its short-term obligations since the quick ratio is above 1 time and is able to cover using its most liquid assets. For the leverage ratio, I will pass to my colleague.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Darif bin Dawud, and I'm going to elaborate about leverage ratio. For that ratio, the firm obtained 42.56% in 2021, and in 2022, 41.81% of its source of financing from debt. This is very ideal since the firm don't have to pay large interest. As you can see, in 2021, the firm debt to equity is 74.53%, but in 2021, it decreased by 2.68%, which is more favorable. The firm doesn't use more debt than equities. As source of financing. This is very good since the firm doesn't rely too much on external financing.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amiruddin bin Yaakob, and I'm going to talk about activity ratio for 2021 and 2022. For every 1 ringgit that Malaysia Holding invests, the asset could generate 6 cents for every sale for the year 2021. For the year 2022, the company could generate 8 cents for every sale.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zafran bin Zaidi, and I will be your next presenter for the profitability ratios. From the gross profit margin, we can see that the Pan Malaysian Holdings have a significant increase from the 2021 to 2022 by 39.14%. This shows that the company have the capacity to expand their business. From the operating profit margin, we can see that there are huge chances of the OPM changes of the OPM by 39.39% of the increases. This showing that the PM Holding the Pan Malaysian Holdings have the positive changes in their operating expenses for 2022. The earning after tax is 348 divided by the sales, 3,156 times the 100 will get us to 11.03%. And for the year 2022, we can see that 62 divided by 4,104 times 100 will get us to 1.51%. For the return on equity, the year 2021, the return of equity is not very good since there are only 0.0116 ringgit in profits for every 1 ringgit of their investment. However, for the year 2022, it's still the same, that the return of equity dropped for RM 0.0021 profits for every 1 ringgit of their investment. For the return of investment, the year 2021, the firm are able to generate RM 0.0066 for every 1 ringgit in assets, and for the 2022, the firm are able to generate RM 0.0012 profit for every 1 ringgit investment in their assets. That's all from me for the profitability ratios.
So that was the ratios that describe your company's performance. Now we will present you with the alternative. There is 3 alternatives, and Imran will tell the details about the first alternative.
So for alternative number 1, we suggest to your company to make a loan taken from one bank at 10% per annum. This alternative would require Pan Malaysia Holdings to maintain 7% compensating balance. For the interest, RM 800,000 times 10% of the interest times 270 days over 260 days, resulting in RM 60,000. For the compensating balance, RM 800,000 times 7%, we will get RM 56,000. And then for the EIR, RM 60,000 over 800,000 minus 56,000 times 360 days over 270 days, we will get 10.75%. For the second alternative, I will pass it to my colleague.
Alright, for the second alternative that we suggest is issuing 5 commercial papers at 12% interest rate, and the issuance cost is RM 4,000 per paper. For the interest rate, for the interest, RM 800,000 times 12% times 270 over 360 equals to RM 72,000. Commitment fee, RM 4,000 times 5 papers, and for the EIR, RM 72,000 plus RM 20,000 over RM 800,000 minus 72,000 minus 20,000 times 360 over 270 equals to 17.33%.
For the third alternative, a revolving line of credit with a limit of 1 million in the bank will 1 million ringgit, and the bank will charge 3% above the base lending rate. The current base lending rate is 5%. The 0.5% of commitment fee will also be charged on the unused portion. The calculation of alternative 3 is interest 800,000 ringgit times by 8% times by 270 days per 360 days equals to 48,000 ringgit. Unused amount equals to 1 million ringgit minus by 800,000 ringgit equals to 200,000 ringgit. Commitment fee 0.5% times by 200,000 ringgit equals to 1,000 ringgit. And the last one, cost equals to 48,000 ringgit plus 1,000 ringgit divided by 800,000 ringgit times 360 days per 270 days equals to 8.17%. we have made our decision that the company should choose alternative 3, revolving credit agreement, because it has the lowest cost of financing.
Before ending the meeting, I believe that we all think that the revolving credit agreement is the best option to finance your company's new project. The third alternative has the lowest effective interest rate percentage compared to the other two, which gives your company the best option in financing the project.
Thank you so much for your presentation today. I really appreciate your ideas and advices. I will bring this to my BOD, Board of Director in my company, and I am really looking for your project next year with me. So thank you so much, and also for having me here. I really appreciate that.